What's up, everyone? It's your host Ghost coming with another amazing video. And I am tired. But yeah, coming back with another video. Just a quick few things before. Oh, sorry, H. We get into the today's topic. Is I have been doing some live streams playing Spider-Man, PS5. So you're interested in that, go ahead and check it out. They've actually been getting viewed a lot. Not so many likes, but just because people are stingy with them likes. They're stingy. Uh, but yeah, they seem to be they seem to get a lot of views. So check it out. I'm having a lot of fun. I enjoyed the Spider-Man game. And I'm enjoying it still. I'm playing it because as many people may know, the Spider-Man 2 game's coming out in the fall, so I'm just playing that to get prepared for it. So let's get into that's it. So let's get into today's topic, which is the Tate brothers have finally been charged, formally charged. All right. So interestingly, with less than a week, not less than. Well, almost less than or about a little over a week to go before they would have to be legally by Romanian law let go. The Tate brothers have finally been charged. They've been formally charged with rape and human trafficking, which is weird because in the interview with BBC, Andrew said, and BBC agreed or didn't contest or anything, that the rape charge had been dismissed. So that's interesting to me. But yeah, so that they've finally been charged after all this time. So it's amazing. It took forever, nearly 6 months to charge them of this crime. I don't think this is going to go anywhere. Interesting. The article that I had pulled up, I just skimmed through it, doesn't really have anything going for it. So maybe if I go somewhere else. Okay, well, we'll just talk about it. One of the things I really want to talk about is I've been arguing with people on Twitter, because Twitter is the place to go when you want to argue with morons. And I am a glutton for punishment, apparently, which is why I like to argue with people on Twitter. Now, what am I arguing? I'm not arguing that by Romanian law, it's completely legal. 100%. I 100% agree. It's 100% legal for the Romanian government to. I'm just looking up articles. Maybe I can. Okay, this might be a good one. All right. I'm not saying that because I've been arguing how wrong it is that they've been held for this long without being charged. Let me see if I can turn this off. No, that's just creepy. So maybe I need to change the bulbs in here. Anyways, sorry, I'm getting distracted. I've been arguing with people. And people seem to be, they're what I'm really getting with the detractors is well, that's the law. And that's the law there. So, it's okay because it's the law. I'm not saying, when I argue against the law, I'm not saying that Romania is violating any law by doing this. I'm just saying it's morally wrong. You shouldn't be able to hold someone for close to 6 months, deprive them of their freedom for 6 months without charging them. That's what I'm really arguing is it may be legally correct, but it is morally wrong. I mean, America, we do 72 hours, and I think that's kind of a stretch. 3 days. You can't charge. You're unable to find a way to charge someone you bring someone in for questioning, arrest them and everything, but you can't charge them and you got a 3-day limit. I think if you're going to bring someone in and arrest them, they should be charged same day. That's just my feelings on the thing. And I've been arguing with people that, yes, it's legal for it's sorry. I've been arguing with people. It's like, yes, it's 100% legal for the Romanian government to do this, to not formally charge someone for 6 months and stuff. I agree that it is legal in Romania. I understand that's the law there. I get it. And it's legal for it to be there, but that doesn't mean it's right. I was talking to this guy on Twitter. He kept saying like Romania has a long history of people fleeing to avoid charges, and when they finally do something about it, people complain. He chose Romania because he thought it was corrupt enough to skirt the laws. He made that choice, and yes, he absolutely made that choice. But again, what was my response? Yeah, so he he's right. Yeah, he made the choice, and he even said it in the video. Yeah, I chose Romania because I think I can, it's corrupt enough. I can bribe someone and get out of getting in trouble and all that stuff. Yeah, he absolutely said that. But again, it's not right to hold someone for 6 months. Like say Tate didn't have all this money. Okay, say Tate doesn't have all this money. Say he's just a regular guy working, and then he gets something like this or whatever, and he gets held either in house arrest and jail for 6 months. That could disrupt someone's life, probably damn near ruin them, an average Joe person. And when I was going back and forth with this person, he was saying I can't believe it. Sorry, reading this over because I had a good convo about it. His response was, that normal people don't commit those crimes. Tate's not a normal person. Normal people get DUIs or petty theft. But I looked it up, and I didn't see anything that with Romanian law that prohibits this being this type of like a 6, being able not to be charged for 6 months is not it's not limited to any particular crime. I looked it up. I didn't find any. I'm not saying that there isn't, but I didn't find it. So that was my argument. Is just think if it was a regular guy, 6 months, that'd be whether jail or house arrest. That could be devastating for someone. That could put someone. 3 days can disrupt someone's life. 6 months being either in jail or in house arrest. That's just. It's just wrong. I really think it's wrong. And it's not even that because I like Andrew Tate's videos or anything like that. I just think it's wrong just to 6 months. That's just ridiculous. Oh, and I'm reading through this guy's the tweets. I was back and forth with this guy, and he goes on and he says, you're basically saying a rapist or murderer should be released back into the world after no more than 3 days of detention. Well, yeah. 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 If you don't have enough evidence to charge someone after 3 days, then yeah, you should release them. Just because they're accused of a crime doesn't mean they're guilty of one. It's innocent until proven guilty. At least that's how it works in America. I don't know how it works in Romania. But this is a back and forth I've been going with a lot of people. People keep saying, and keep reading, well, hey, that's the law there, deal with it. But I quickly pointed out and kind of won, in my opinion, because I tweeted. I said, this guy. I made the, saying I'm complaining. Okay, I started with saying I complain about depriving someone of their freedom without any charges being brought for 180 days. It doesn't. I misspelled. I said, doesn't that's how a law works in Romanian. I did this from my phone, I think, so I probably wasn't. I meant to say it doesn't matter that's how the law works in Romania. It doesn't matter the choice he made on moving there. What is wrong is wrong. I can agree they can legally do it, and it's still wrong. And then he responds, cool, that's just your opinion then. And so I responded, and I think I won, in my opinion, this because he jumped to something completely different. I said, yes, my opinion is that something can be wrong even if it is legal. Like in Iran, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia, being gay can be punished by death legally. It still makes it wrong. That's that. I pointed that out, and I looked that up. It's 100% true. Or okay. I guess technically, we want to get technical. It's not being gay. It's having sex with men, like being homosexual sex. You can be put to death legally in those countries. Now, if you're gay, you're gonna have sex with dudes. So, I mean, I just want to get, if you want to get on the nitty gritty part of it. Anyways, so afterwards, he responded with, is your position that nobody should be held without charge? Wait, is your position that nobody should ever be held without charges? If you take 2 seconds to think through this, you'll find it a bit ridiculous. Why? Why is that ridiculous? Why is the idea that no one should be held without being charged ridiculous? How is that ridiculous? And then I respond, I don't understand how that part is ridiculous. How is that ridiculous? This idea of, hey, if you don't charge someone, you shouldn't hold them. Okay, they shouldn't get deprived of their freedom. How is that ridiculous? I don't understand. And then I responded back, not for half a year. 72 hours is stretching it, but is far more reasonable. America, 72 hours, you can be held without being charged. In a lot of states, I think even 3 days without being. I think, honestly, personally, I don't think law enforcement should arrest anyone unless they are able to bring charges the same day. Now, I don't understand the legal system. I don't, I'm not a lawyer or anything. I'm just a regular guy. I'm an idiot with an opinion. All right. But I think the idea of holding someone for 1 day, 2 days, 3 days without charging them, I don't think that's right. Okay? Because look, for example, if I got arrested and I got held for 3 days, okay, I am the sole breadwinner, and I'm the breadwinner. I don't know how it goes. I'm I'm the provider. All right. My wife doesn't work. She stays home and raises our daughter. And that's, I'm not complaining about it. Actually, that's what I prefer. I think she's a lot more happier that way. With, being able to stay home and raise our child while I work my ass off every day. I think she's far more happier. I'm far more happier, even though I fucking hate working every single fucking day and working myself to the bone. I am much more happier doing that and letting my wife be able to, just run the household. Anyways, I'm getting off on a tangent here. My bad. But yeah, so if I got arrested for 3 days, it's 3 days of income. All right. Now, do I have PTO? Yeah. But, it's still, what if I didn't have PTO at that time? What if I used it because of, whatever other emergency? I'm losing 3 days of pay and I wasn't charged. And if I were to try and get a legal reprimand for that, I probably can't. There's qualified immunity and good faith and all that shit. But even if I were, even if I get past that and I went to go and try and sue them, it ended up costing more than what I would get back, more than likely. So, I mean, that's my point, though, is 3 days is a lot of time, especially if you're the sole breadwinner. 6 months? Now, Tate has a lot of money. He's still, I'm sure he's still making plenty of money. He's not really a big podcaster. He's an influencer, but not really. He does videos and shit like that, but that's not his main source of income. So he has plenty of money. So 6 months, like, it sucks, yeah, but like financially, and I think they even talked about this in his in their emergency meeting. That he's happy as long as he can make sure his family's taken care of and is good, and he's able to do that. But not a lot of people are. But that's my biggest my position on this stuff is it's at least this certain aspect. Now, I think the charges are bullshit. I think the two chicks are lying. I've seen the evidence. I think they're lying. If you haven't seen any of the evidence, I'm not going to go through it because I would probably fuck it up and be terrible at explaining that. But I'll show you what you can do, because I follow Fresh and Fit. Now, maybe you don't like them because you don't like their videos, you think they're sexist, etc., etc. I don't care if that's what you think, because you're allowed your opinion, and if you don't like it, you don't have to watch them. But they are friends with Andrew. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Well, then they're biased. Maybe, but here is the thing. Myron Fit used to be a Homeland Security agent. He used to, I know he's a Fed. He's a former Fed, but once a Fed, always a Fed, right? But he also dealt with human trafficking. So he knows, the signs and, all that stuff. So you think, he'd be friends with a guy who was a human trafficker? No, that'd be an L on his part. All right, so I'm just going to share this real quick. This one right here, the emergency meeting for 4 months ago, emergency meeting, Tate accusers exposed for plotting to frame him, checkmate. That's the one that if you guys want to, hear the evidence, see the WhatsApp messages, the TikToks and all the stuff, and see why I don't believe these, these two chicks a bit. That is why I watched them break it down, and it was, very compelling, very compelling. But yeah, that's my part on that aspect of the Tate trials. So now we're going to read what happened yesterday, Tuesday. Is it Tuesday already? God damn, my days are blending in. Okay, shit. Okay. I might not even get to. I plan on talking about Hunter Biden, but I don't know. I'm talking a lot about this stuff. It just really irks me. Is the main thing, and I'm not trying to kiss Andrew Tate's ass or anything like that. I don't think I'll even ever. Okay, before I get into it, I don't think I'll even ever meet the guy. So I'm not really interested in trying to like kiss his ass or anything like that. I just I think when something is wrong, we should call it out, and this is obviously wrong. I think the reason people just are like just ignoring it is because they don't like the guy, and I don't think that's a good reason to deprive someone of the liberties and agree that it's okay. All right, anyways, to the article. Extremely important, what I've been trying to talk to you about all the time. Andrew Tate and his brother charged with human trafficking, rape in Romania. Now, it's interesting. I didn't see anything about the two women that were jailed with them. So, I don't know. Oh, okay. Never mind. It says it right here. All right. So, Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan were charged with rape, human trafficking, and forming a criminal gang to exploit women, Romanian officials said Tuesday. Prosecutors filed the charges against the brothers and two Romanian women in Bucharest, the capital of Romania. Romania's anti-organized crime agency, DICOT, said in a statement the agency said the four defendants formed a criminal group in 2021 in order to commit crimes of human trafficking in Romania, the United States, and Britain. The Associated Press reported. The agency said 7 victims were misled, transported to Romania, where they were sexually exploited, subjected to physical violence, according to the statement. Now, a little background context. 2 of those women have been shown by leaked WhatsApp messages from the Fresh and Fit video of maybe, definitely, clearly lying. And after allegedly being, raped and, trafficking and stuff, are they in Romania trying to get justice? Are they back home in America or Moldova or whatever? No, they're in France partying it up. At least they were 4 months ago. And I don't think they've even stepped foot in Romania since this whole incident. But yeah, I mean, check out the Fresh and Fit video. Seriously, they show all the WhatsApp messages. So that's for 2 of them. And now the other 5, they don't say they're victims, but they're being treated as victims, even though they're saying, I don't feel like a victim. I'm not a victim, blah, 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 blah. So that's another thing. Okay. The agency said the victims were forced to take part in pornography and allegedly controlled by intimidation, constant surveillance, and claims that they were in debt, prosecutors said. Statement said one defendant raped one of the women twice in March, the AP reported. March 2022. Tate spokesman responds to charges. The Tate brothers, who are both British U.S. dual citizens, and 2 other suspects were detained in Romania in December 2022. After winning an appeal on March 31st, the brothers were moved from police custody to house arrest. Tate claimed Romanian prosecutors have no evidence and alleged their case is a political conspiracy designed to silence them. Considering they haven't charged them until the last minute, kind of backs up this accusation. Just saying. Tate spokesperson Matei Perescu, probably butchered that name, said that the brothers are expected to attend a hearing in Bucharest on Wednesday. Hey, that's today. Maybe we'll see. Tate's legal team are prepared to cooperate fully with the appropriate authorities, present all necessary evidence to exonerate the brothers, and expose any misinterpretations or false accusations, the guy said Tuesday. A judge has up to 60 days to assess the files in the case before the defendant, who are sent to trial according to Romanian law. I think this is just background stuff. So that's that on the Tate brothers. Oh yeah, that's all of it right there for the Tate brothers. I'm sure Fresh and Fit are going to talk about this tomorrow. So we'll see. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I know I yawn in these videos a lot, but I literally just got off of work like an hour ago. Not even. Oh, about an hour ago, yeah. Well, I got home at almost like 20 or so minutes ago. Anyways. No, yeah, that's the news on the Tate brothers. I hope that they get a fair hearing. People keep saying, "Oh yeah, they're getting a fair treatment." No, they're not. Okay, no, they're not. Like again, I don't care if it's legal or not in Romania. It's wrong to just. I keep hammering that point, but it just really irks me. Is all. It really irks me. Anyways, let's let's go on something else. We're going to talk about Hunter Biden. This is probably going to be a really short video. I didn't really think of what else to talk about today. And I'm fucking tired as hell. No, shoot. That's not the one I wanted. There we go. All right. Hunter Biden will plead guilty in a deal that likely averts time behind bars in a tax and gun case. Now, this is very important because Biden just the other day was talking about gun control and his own son violated and ignored gun laws. Interesting. All right. President Joe Biden, old man Biden's son, Hunter, will plead guilty to federal tax offenses, but avoid full prosecutions on a separate gun charge in a deal with the Justice Department that'll likely spare him time behind bars. Look at that. Apples and oranges. You got Trump being like excoriated over, shit like this, and it's just ridiculous. All right, let's get into it. He's 53. God damn, he looks like shit. Hunter Biden, 53, will plead guilty to misdemeanor tax offenses as part of an agreement made publicly Tuesday. The agreement will also avert prosecutions on a felony charge of illegally possessing a firearm as a drug user as long as he adheres to conditions agreed to in court. Yeah, he's going to totally adhere to those whatever conditions. What the hell? Sorry, I just read ahead. So, for those who don't know, obviously it's illegal to possess a firearm as a drug user. I talked about that actually, I think yesterday when I was talking about Biden and his lies on guns. Yeah. So if you use drugs like marijuana, even though it could be legal in your state, you can still are not able to own a firearm because marijuana is still illegal federally. And obviously any other drugs that are illegal, you can't legally possess a firearm. So when he and I think even when he bought it, he lied saying he wasn't a drug user. He obviously had it in his possession as a drug user. Not only that, he also ditched it in a garbage bin or something and by like a high school or elementary school. Now, all the while, Biden's here talking about, we need to do better on gun control, prevent mass shootings, et cetera, when his own son is violating the same gun control laws that, Biden is trying to push. So, what a giant hypocrite this guy is. All right. The president asked about the development at a meeting on another subject in California, said simply, "I'm very proud of my son." Why? He pled. Okay. I don't know how anyone can be proud of their son, especially this dude. But let's just get into it. All right. First off, he pled guilty to a misdemeanor, okay, which is generally maybe a little jail time and a fine, okay, to avoid prosecution of a felony charge, okay, which generally includes a lot of jail time. Now, if the president was an honorable person, he'd be he would have gone to the Justice Department and been like, "Hey, no, don't let him off easy on that gun charge. It's making me look bad." This shit's just ridiculous. This guy's spouting off about gun control and shit, and then he's completely fine with his son escaping a felony charge. And also, why would I don't know how plea deals normally work, but why would the hell would an actual prosecutor that's not obviously being that obviously isn't trying to get into the good graces of Biden or the Democratic Party. agree to a guilty plea for misdemeanor over a felony. I don't know. Maybe that's actually common. I don't know, but no. While the agreement requires the younger Biden to admit guilt, the deal is narrowly focused on tax and weapon violations rather than anything broader or tied to the Democratic president. Nonetheless, former President Donald Trump and other Republicans continue to try to use the case to shine an unflattering spotlight on Joe and to raise questions about the independence of the Biden Justice Department. Yeah, look, if Trump were to do this, say Donald Trump Jr., say Barron Trump or whatever, say Ivanka Trump or whatever, say any of them had, like during Donald Trump's presidency, had any of this going on, do you think for a second the media wouldn't be blowing this up? No, of course not. So of course Donald Trump and the other Republicans are going to show this shine, are going to shine this thing, because Biden's here talking about gun control and shit and letting his own son walk off from a felony gun charge. Trump challenging Biden in the 2024 presidential race, likened the agreement to a mere traffic ticket, adding, "Our system is broken." House Speaker Kevin McCarthy compared the outcome to the Trump documents case now headed towards federal court and said, "If you are the president's son, you get a sweetheart deal." Ron DeSantis used the same term. Two people familiar with the investigation said Justice Department would recommend 24 months of probation for the tax charge, meaning Hunter Biden will not face jail time or face time in prison. But the decision to go along with the deal is up to the judge. Yeah, it's because the judge is not going to say anything. Fucking bullshit. Oh, they can't do it by name. Yeah, whatever. He is to plead guilty to failing to pay more than $100,000 in taxes and over $1.5 million in income. On over $1.5 million in income in both 2017 and 2018. Charges that carry a maximum possible penalty of a year in prison. The back taxes have since been paid, according to a person familiar with the investigation. The gun charge states that Hunter Biden possessed a handgun, Colt Cobra 38 Special, for 11 days in October 2018, despite knowing he was a drug user. The rarely filed count carries a maximum sentence of up to 10 years in prison. But the Justice Department said Hunter Biden had reached a pretrial agreement. This likely means as long as he adhered to the conditions, the case will be wiped from his record. Oh, so not only does he get off on a misdemeanor where he doesn't have to face any jail time, and he's maybe going to be on 24 months of probation for a misdemeanor, he gets to avoid a felony charge that could sentence him up to 10 years in prison. And if he, probably just doesn't get in trouble during his 24 months of probation, that case gets wiped from his record. Well, hold on. I know Hunter believes. Okay, sorry. Christopher Clark, a lawyer for Hunter Biden, said in a statement that it was his understanding that the 5-year investigation had now been resolved. I know Hunter believes in it is important to take responsibility for these mistakes he's made during a period of turmoil and addiction in his life. He looks forward to continue his recovery and moving forward. Bullshit. If you actually want to take responsibility, you take the gun charge too. Don't even try this. Oh, he believes it's important to take responsibility. He hasn't taken responsibility for dick. The agreement comes as the Justice Department pursues perhaps the most consequential case in its history against Trump, the first former president to face federal criminal charges. The resolution of Hunter Biden's case comes just days after a 37 indictment against Trump in relation to accusations of mishandling classified documents on his federal estate. It was filed by a special counsel appointed by Attorney General Merrick Garland to avoid any potential conflict of interest in the Justice Department. Why wasn't that, done for the Biden case? The indictment has nevertheless brought an onslaught of Republican criticism of politicization of the Justice Department. Meanwhile, congressional Congress continues to pursue their own investigation into nearly every facet of Hunter Biden's business dealings, including former payments. James Comer, the Republican chair of the House Oversight Committee, said the younger Biden is getting away with a slap on the wrist, despite investigations in Congress that GOP lawmakers say show, but have not yet provided evidence of a pattern of corruption involving his family ties. Anyways, sorry, I'm just reading through this. Yeah, so yeah, no, it's bullshit. It's clear favoritism. It clearly shows that as long as you're a Biden member, you can do whatever the fuck you want. And and even if that wasn't the case, it just makes him look bad. It makes Biden look bad. If what they should have done, they didn't want to make Biden look so bad, because no matter what you say, this makes Biden look not only like a hypocrite but corrupt, because clearly this Biden talks about gun crimes, gun control, all that stuff. Now here's your son, and guess what? People don't care that, oh, maybe it's not that commonly prosecuted or some shit like that. People don't really care. Okay. Let's just make that clear. People don't really care. What they see is a president who has a stance against gun, on gun control, but lets his son, uses his position to let his son get out of jail time. That's what people are going to see, and it doesn't matter what you say. I'm just looking at Twitter. Maybe I could find something interesting. And maybe you could say that's not fair. I don't agree with you. I think it's 100% fair to say this. Let's see. Sorry. I'm just looking at other stuff. But yeah, that's what's going on. That was the big stories of yesterday. It baffles me, and it's really funny because this just makes Biden look bad with this Hunter Biden shit. Okay. So I'm just reading through this. There's an update on the Tate brothers. Not really an update, but for anyone who doesn't understand what happens in the next 20 days, Tate brothers defense attorneys will be able to request and write exceptions about the legality of the administrative evidence, legality of the case, execution documents, investigation. So, they're going to be able to, get more of their side, I guess you could say. Oh. Oh, that's the third. No wonder. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. I'm freaking tired. My mind's like getting so distracted. That's all I got today. This is a short video. For obvious reasons. I'm tired as hell. I just want to go to bed right now. I gotta take a shower first, and then I can take a bed. Then I can go to bed. I'm just looking, maybe see if there's anything else interesting. Oh, hey, look, breaking news. More on Hunter Biden. So, what if you didn't know, Hunter has wow, this guy's a shit person. All right. For those who don't know, Hunter has a child with like I think a stripper, maybe. Maybe not a stripper. I thought I could have sworn I saw something and she was a stripper, but I could be wrong. Anyways, he has a child that he's never seen, and has gone after and he's this one anyway. Okay, sorry. So here's the news. Hunter Biden settles child support dispute and gets payments lowered from 20 grand a month to 5 grand a month. I think that's reasonable, honestly. You don't need 20. Like, I have a problem with like women getting like a gigantic child support payments. You don't need 20 grand for raising a child, and 5 grand's a lot. So Hunter has been battling for some time to get his payments lowered because he allegedly could no longer afford it. Yeah, sure. All that bribery money, couldn't afford it. This comes at the perfect time for Hunter, as the House is investigating him for taking briberies worth millions. The mother also agreed to give up her quest to give her daughter the last name Biden. Apparently, Hunter Biden fought adamantly because he didn't feel his own daughter deserved his last name. What a stand-up guy this guy is, huh? But again, I do agree with it. I don't think she should get 20 grand. I think that's a ridiculous amount. Even though I think Hunter Biden's a scumbag, I don't think 20 grand is even close to a reasonable amount, regardless of how much someone makes. 5 grand, all right. I mean, 5 grand a month, you can live. She can work like part time and live perfectly fine 5 grand a month, unless the kid has like starts having special needs or some shit like that. Which, with all the amount of coke that guy has done, potentially, hopefully not, but potential. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Very low energy. Well, not really. I think I had some energy today. The sun's rising right now. Dear Lord, I need to go to bed. I think later today I will try and get up early and do a video game stream. I've been doing them for about roughly an hour of playing, so I think I'm going to do that. I probably won't go to the gym tomorrow because I will try and get some sleep, but maybe I'll still go to the gym. It depends on what time I see. If I go to bed right now, nah, I probably just get up and do my video game stream and work out at work because there's gym at my work. Anyways, make sure you follow me on Twitter, official W Ghost. That I always post whenever I go live or when I'm dropping a video. So it's the best way. I also post the links to go with it, so it makes everything extremely easy. Also, sorry, mine's stopping. But yeah, official W Ghost, just to get the links and whenever I go live or whenever I dropping a new video. Follow me on Rumble with Ghost and Gaming with Ghost. That is my gaming channel on Rumble. Follow me on Kick Gaming with Ghost or official gaming. What the hell is my Kick channel? I think it's official gaming with Ghost. Yeah, no, never mind. It's Gaming with Ghost is my official channel. My YouTube My YouTube gaming channel is Official Gaming with Ghost. That's why I get it confused. I think that's all I got. Okay, I've said all my links. Hopefully. I don't know. But definitely follow me on Twitter just because it makes things a lot easier because I post it all the time whenever I go live and everything. So, and then I leave links so you can just click and go right into it. I hope you all have a lovely day. I'm going to get this video uploaded and then go to bed. And I think probably live stream around 12 Pacific tomorrow. I think that's the plan, but make sure you just, follow me on Twitter or follow me on Rumble and I'll notify you.